Yes, hello, our dear viewers. Today, being in October, where we commemorate the Spina Bifida and Hydrocephalus Day that was brought on board by the Federation of Spina Bifida and Hydrocephalus Association. Today with me, I have a young girl, aged about 9 years. She's going to be sharing her story about Hydrocephalus and Spina Bifida. Mind you, she was born with Spina Bifida, and an early intervention was made, and later on, slightly, it led to Hydrocephalus. We're going to be hearing from her. You're most welcome, young girl.
Thank you.
I'm glad you made it through and you came to our studios to share your story. What's your name?
My name is Blessing Casting.
Blessing. You look intelligent and brilliant.
Thank you.
How old are you?
9 years old.
You're 9 years old. Wow. Where do you come from?
I come from Entebbe.
Entebbe.
Yes.
Okay. Do you attend school?
Yes.
Where do you study from?
Kingston International School.
You study from an international school?
Yes.
Don't you think you are a giant? Eh? So, I think you've known that you have a condition called Hydrocephalus and Spina Bifida. Anything you know about this condition?
Yes.
What do you know?
Spina Bifida is when the spinal cord has not formed well, when the baby is still in the mother's womb.
Okay.
And Hydrocephalus is having excess water in the head.
You told me you're just 9 years old. How did you know all this information?
My mother told me about it.
Wow, your mother seems to be a supporting mother. Is she a medical doctor?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So, your mother told you that you were born with a Spina Bifida. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. I understand at that time you didn't know what was happening to you. But when you grew a little bit older, let's say about 5 years old, and they told you that you have Spina Bifida, what did you think? How did you feel?
I never took it as a big reason and a big case. I just let things go. I just took it normal.
Okay. You told us that you're coming from a community of Entebbe, where I believe there are some young and vibrant children like you. Do you ever fear associating with them because of your condition?
Yes, sometimes I tell them I'm not gonna play with other children, but I'm still doing some work.
Okay. All right. Then how do you hold school? Because you know school, when you say I'm not going to play, and then the other day, I know school is full of playing. Maybe the time you decide to play, you decide to undress yourself, and they happen to look at something on you. How do you always feel, and how do you always manage that?
They just ask me what happened to you. I just told them I fell down and I cut myself.
Okay. Don't you think at that time you're not telling the truth about yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what stigma is?
Yes.
What is stigma?
Like when people take you like not a person of every day,
Okay.
not a common person.
Okay.
They take you as if you're from another planet, not Earth,
Wow.
but another planet.
You must be undergoing a lot of literature and English classes. You have a lot of information, and I want to be near you every day to learn more. Have you ever been stigmatized at any point?
Yes, mostly at school.
Okay.
When I started schooling, people used to bully me, do what, but I told the head teacher and the director, so they talked to the children, and the children stopped their bad behaviors.
Okay. Any experience you remember when you're stigmatized, you know, any moment in life you remember when you felt that low because people either were laughing at you or
I told my mother that I don't want to go to school. People always bully me. So then she said I'm going to talk to the director.
Okay.
So that children may stop their bad behaviors.
Okay. Now, being 9 years old and recently diagnosed with spina bifida and hydrocephalus. How do you manage your life, you know, from morning to evening? I mean, your daily life, how do you manage it? Because I know at some point it may be full of medications, do this, do that, don't do this. How do you cope up with life?
As a child with spina bifida and hydrocephalus,
Okay,
when you're still young, they have a shunt that they put you.
okay.
They put it over here in the head to reduce the water in the head. And how I manage my life, I use catheters and cones and plus oxybutynin.
Okay,
They help me to keep me safe
okay,
at all times.
okay. What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm hearing you're talking about medical jargons and even better than some older people.
I want to become a doctor
You
when
want
I
to
grow
become
up.
a medical doctor,
A pediatric
a
doctor.
pediatrician, a pediatric doctor? Who inspires you?
My mother and some friends who encourage me.
Do you have doctors you see and you're like, I want to be like that doctor? Who is that lucky doctor?
Odong, Isaac Odong.
Mr. Isaac Odong. What do you love from him?
He's kind, like he plays. When he's treating you, he can make you laugh, you even get off the pain
Okay.
and be like, ha ha ha.
Mm?
You'll be like laughing.
Wow, that is so nice. Now, you talked about peers at school, and you told me at some point you've ever been stigmatized. How do you handle that? Besides telling the director about your conditions, you know, children will always be children. How do you handle those children?
By the way, I am an information prefect at my school. I'm the prefect who handles the information.
Okay.
Every Friday, people have to have information at school. So my assistant encourages me. Sometimes I say I'm not gonna work today on Friday. So she says, go, go, go. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll just go.
Wow. Wow.
And then I become ready.
Wow. So you talked about using catheters, you talked about using some mode of medication in your treatment, in your management, in your day life. Don't you at any moment ever say, I'm tired of using this, mom, I don't want to use them?
No, because I know they help me. I know they help me. Without them, I cannot live.
Okay,
So I cannot say I'm tired of using them.
okay. Any good words you'd like to talk to the children out there who have a condition like you? Any information you'd like to give to them?
And children, I encourage you, do not lose hope. You're also normal like them. You can access anywhere you want. Do not say, no, you cannot go anywhere. People, I get a lot of stigma. But have that hope. Do not lose that hope. And just, if you have stigma, like for example in schools, try to talk to any teacher you trust, or the director or the head teacher. They'll see a solution for you.
Wow, I'm already admiring you because I think the children out there who are watching you, by the mere fact that you're here, you're bold and you can share your story, they're already inspired. Even before you tell them the words of hope, they're just inspired. And I know they're out there saying, I want to be like Blessing. I want to be like that little young girl. And I believe when you grow up, you're going to be one of a lady of a substance in this country. Don't you think so?
Yes.
Wow. Are you a motivation speaker?
No, not really.
Not really. You told me that all those good, beautiful words you talk about, you learn them from your mom? Okay, how about Dr. Dong?
Dr. Dong, I just admire him, the way he treats people. It's really interesting.
Okay. Well, it has been so nice hearing from you, Madam Blessing. I'm even giving you a title. Maybe I should start even addressing you as Dr. Blessing. anything you've not shared with us, and actually you would love the people watching you, because now you've become a vessel of information, you know, to create hope to the young people. Anything in your story you don't want to leave out and you want to share it with the people out there?
I encourage all women to take folic acid at childbearing age, to take folic acid before they give birth, to prevent spina bifida and hydrocephalus.
Wow, wow. Do you even know what folic acid is? Maybe briefly tell us, where do you get folic acid?
In hospitals. Hospitals.
Okay. Maybe at that point, is there in your life as a child ever blamed your mother not to have done enough? Or because you told us that you encourage women there to take a lot of folic acid, is there at any moment you thought maybe mom never did enough for me to be normal?
She used to take, but she never took enough.
That's why you encourage other women to take more and more of folic acid. Is there any other preventive measure you know that it could help the adult and the young people? Because now you know the types of hydrocephalus? We have those congenital we are born with, and we have those we acquire when we,
We are already on Earth.
when we are already on Earth. Is there any preventive measure you'd like to tell maybe that baby, maybe a mother to that baby who is normal, you know, to do so that that baby doesn't get a spina bifida or hydrocephalus?
Point of treatment, I want to request the Ministry of Health to make sure hospitals are well accessed and health workers are very well trained.
Okay, like Dr. Dong. Any other you've left out, Blessing?
No.
Wow, it has been so nice sharing your sweet story, and I want to see you grow into a big woman and become a doctor. You come and you talk about issues, hydrocephalus here. You become an advocate for people out there. Well,
Thank you.
I'm glad I met you today, and see you soon. Bye.